Hello everyone, welcome back to City Skylines 2. I am Palpatine001, aka the Senate, and I do not like this radio station. There we go. Oh, just by the way, there was an update and they dropped the Spasmatonics advert due to language. So, Anyway, welcome back. In the last video we did the introduction to me and City Skylines 2 and where I expect the game to go, my style of gameplay, and basically getting our first ever city going. So again, as a recap, I run it on a RTX 360, 12GB, 64 gigs of RAM, i5, 3.7 GHz processor, SSD, and we're recording this through OBS while running at 1920 times 1080. All graphic settings are set to medium with dynamic field and fog off. So in this video, and as I alluded to in a post leading up to today, my style of gameplay more to the point the spatial form of the urban geography. Some might notice it is rather different to what you might see from other YouTube or Twitch channels, especially around with things like grids. Yes, I follow the grids, but not the same way I do. As I commented in a couple of other streams, and I believe these are not planners IRL, the way they did their grid patterns would prompt a remark from planners in real life planners, if this was in real life, as well as the transport engineers, of rat running and making those secondary streets into arterials as people try and get around clogged arterials. Into where I come in is I adapt the grid to an island format. So if we come in, you can see with the residential zones that we still have the grid format. So with the major streets, with then the residential going in the middle, although medium and high density residential might go on some of these larger streets. Mixed use certainly will. But for the sake of argument, residential sits inside a grid of its own, inside a super grid, which is technically the superlot theory from Barcelona. And you'll be commenting, but pal, one way in, one way out. And the low density residential, yes, because there's not much coming in and out. And medium and high density residential, you'll often see me start doing more than one way in and one way out. But the premise is that you can't rat run this. And it technically does discourage car travel as well. You are reliant on your transit. And what happens if I was to... You can start to see I've got a very basic bus line. And we've got taxis going too. Actually, if I drop that mode. Drop down to bus. You can see that the buses are usually contained to outside, would be contained to outside the grid, outside the area, while people live inside it. So the idea is so that is people would, and I think this is people would, basically you will notice I will build, let me take this view back off, you will notice I will build a lot of pathways out to the larger grid. And that's because that's where the transit is, whether it's subway, metro, trams, light rail, or bus, or taxis. So they walk out to it, while they are able to live inside the grid without much interference with cars. Because this comes down to your transport hierarchy. So, I do follow the grid format, just a little bit different. I will usually do it inside super grids and start making islands. So when we get onto the gameplay today, we'll be extending some low density residential up here. And maybe out here. Is there any raw resources that I need to be aware of out here? No. So people have access to workplaces, because we're still complaining about demand, and that's expected. In fact, I was actually starting in here. But let's just tuck in a little bit more to the methodology. Cue the trusty slideshow. So through traffic engineering, you can see how it has evolved through to today in 2023, with the car taking supremacy over the other modes. Now, at the moment, arguably, City Skylines 2 doesn't have bus lanes that I've seen yet, or cycleways yet. But for the sake of argument, what we are doing is basically trying to get this more back to around the 1920s. The car is still there, but they are contained to the supergrid for most of their movement. It is the walking, the cycling, and the transit that is more direct. As I said, they can basically walk out anywhere and basically catch transit from there. Another thing, and this is why you won't see me add general lanes specifically or muck around with highways too much. Highway expansion is there to address population growth. You'll notice we only have the one motorway, and we're likely to have an expressway, and that is likely the way it's going to stay in sweeping plains. I could do a big massive ring route around, but that would be it. There is no highway running up the core. There's no highway running through. Won't do it. Won't do what the Americans do, because it creates more problems than it is worth, as noted here. And of course, adding one more general lane fixes it. Never does, never has, never will. So again, once the core of the city is down as we've got now, you'll start to see me use other tools such as transit and active modes. Motorways will still be around to do intercity, along with intercity rail and water transport, but those are for set things. To move around intra-city is using the urban roads and the transit system. This is why I get a little bit peeved, and this is more with my Northern Hemisphere counterparts, of seeing them, especially those who are planners, who should know better, on ramming 6 to 8 lane highways into their downtowns. Huge, big no-no. It is a massive no-no in the planning realm. And it's like, oh, it's congested, so we need to add more lanes. Still the same problem. Whereas if you follow the bottom picture, that is more likely to get your downtowns functioning. So again, you will not see me put motorways through the downtown. They will run around as they're designed to do, with transit running through the core. Why? Well, this should speak for itself. How to move people. It all comes down to efficiency. Should be pretty explanatory. This is when I come to intersections, so I do try and minimize signals in low and medium intersections, and even some larger ones. And we'll always go for the roundabout. Roundabouts are the OP. They are the god of intersections, including road to motorway, as you can see at the top of the picture. This is more of a not a dumbbell, a curved one. So it's a somewhat of a roundabout, and up here again, roundabout with a road running over the top. So again, roundabouts are OP. They are the god of intersections for a good reason, and all but the most highest of volumes I can think of, they just move traffic in the most efficient way possible. It all comes down to their size and geometric layout. This one will, along with people trying to widen their motorways into downtowns, will also have me roll my eyes more than one, and I do see it in City Skylines as well. There is a difference between roads and streets, right off the bat. Okay? Roads move people and goods. Streets are where people interact. So if you want that interaction and functioning economy and to beat loneliness and keep up good health, human and physical, get your traffic down. Which is why you'll see again why I do this grid pattern. The traffic in here is low. When we come to the city centre, we have got pedestrian roads. It allows that interaction where cars start blocking it. Yes, we still have, and if I was to go to the zones, you will still get your higher density zones on some of those larger roads. That's needed for customers, and that's applicable for high density commercial in some aspects, but they still work on the pedestrian roads. But at the end of the day, when it comes to interactions, get these guys off the main road and get the cars out of there as much as possible. This is another one. This is lane capacity. This is based here in New Zealand. Also is in Australia, and it's based on similar to the Northern Hemisphere. These are what your lanes move, so I cannot wait till bus lanes and cycle lanes return to CS2. Hint, hint, please, colossal order. Can we get them out as soon as possible? If you want to move people, you're moving them by train, you're moving them by bus, you're moving them by transit ways, you're moving them by active modes. You are certainly not moving them by the car. But I'm probably going to try out trams later because we have got spots where we do need trams. For example, this core here, and I think it's a 4-laner, is going to be a nice example to run trams to Monaco City Centre. I say most impressed. Oh, someone's been waiting to pick up. Again, hierarchies, which is why I will make a big transit play. 50 people on the road versus 50 people on a road. Again, self-explanatory. Finally, the hierarchy, from least to most. Hence why the grid pattern is the way it is. Now, just one moment, folks. So today we still have a lot of residential demand that needs to be done. And so we're going to get right on top of it. Alright, so we've got the grids laid out. Let's get into zones. So again, we're still needing low density. So we'll get all our low density lined up. Just to top it off, we will step up to some row houses, and because that's going to connect out there, I don't want to build row houses there, so we will drop some low density commercial there. Okay, let's... Ooh, I didn't path that off. Let's get this all lined up, ready to go, and then get ready to do the next set. Oh, okay, that was interesting. Not what I exactly had in mind, but that will do. Hello, what's he doing? Going for a walk. Oh, we created a double crossing, have we? It's not going to matter, it's a low density area anyway. Am I likely to run buses up there? No, so not needed, but are likely to run them up here. I still got the odd graphics issues, but they're not gonna annoy me. Put it this way. And I think I'm more likely to run him down. I'm not likely to run him through there. Don't technically need to. Alright, so that gets him going. Have we got a district in place? No, we don't. Okay. Let's get a district going. Actually, no, I am. Oh, where are we? Okay, so we'll just rename that. Turn those on. Yay, they're all happy. I think the school's got enough capacity at the moment. Whoops, wrong button. Happens. Yeah, it does at the moment. So because we've got districts set up at the moment, we're just got to make sure they're operating properly. I think that's all for now. Okay. They've definitely changed that up. Alright, so that just solves that problem. I think everything else is centralized out. Don't need to worry about anything else at the moment. Parks. Chuck in a small park. Can't forget the dog park, you know. I will chuck an escape park. Which I might chuck it there in this instance. Alright, so that's that going. Let's just get things running. Public transport we're going to have to eventually get to an upgrade. So while that is happening, let's just take a look at our... What do we got with trams? Okay, so that can happen. Good to know. Keep forgetting this has it in a very... I'm just lining this up for now so I don't have to worry about it later. Where is it? There. Oh. So we're eventually going to... Right, got our first subline line. Oh yeah, I was going to finish this off while we were waiting. We had a little bit to do here and here. So as I said, we've got 2 points today. Work on this. Okay, so that's going to take off. And also get some residential up here as well. So what we'll do is, while that's busy, we'll just pause that off for the minute. I'm likely to turn that into a... Oh, shit. Okay. It's because we've got the high voltage lines in there. Then we'll just run it as a straight road. Ah, it's still a... Yep, that's perfectly fine. So we just need to get some residential up. I just need to do some... I just need to do that first, because that's coming up to the roundabout. Okay. Don't want it too close to that. That's the landfill. That would not go down well. Which way is the prevailing wind would be the better idea. Going the other way. Okay, so the sewage plant is going to somewhat cause it. Okay. So we're going to be literally up there, so that's literally going to nowhere. Unfortunately, it's not going to do what we want, so... That is actually going to end up being industry. Because the pollution is wafting across. What a bugger. I mean, so it's just means some subtle adjustments that I need to do. Could put it in here. It just comes down to... Oh, the noise is actually pretty contained from the nuker. Okay. Well then. We just have to change things around a little bit. Oh, this will get some views anyway. So... Put it off center a little bit. Ah, and this is going to work anyway. Might need to extend that later. We'll keep an eye on that. But this is just again residential, and no one works down the other way. But I might just... Okay, that's perfectly fine. Oh, okay, so it looks like we're going to be building here anyway. So... Let's turn the grid on, establish it from... Actually, let's see what we've got. See, I can connect it up to this road. Oh, before we actually do that, let's... Okay, I'm going to be using some sharp turns in here because I need to run between power lines and that. So that feeds directly into the... Just watch out, they can run, as I mentioned earlier. So what we need to do then is switch back over to the alleyway road. bit of accuracy here when I'm not lazy. Okay. I think it's going to whinge because of the... Is that going to whinge because of the power lines? What's our problem? Ooh, what are we complaining about? So we're having a complaint about the terrain. Okay. That's not exactly what I wanted. No, okay. Looks like we're complaining about the terrain. That's a pain. Okay, let's see what we can... Okay, it seems to be complaining about that. If I just... Ugh. That's okay, then I'm just wondering if I can... I will think about whether to connect there, so why don't we just take this off? Might be just a case of I just need to... Okay. Let's take that out and just work on this. Keep our streets nice and narrow. We will not be building in here under the transmission lines. That's a bit of a cut, so I have to build grids the old-fashioned way. That wasn't done right. It's a bit better, and I might just run that up halfway. And then because we can, might make a tourist thing out of that or something. So let's just chuck in some roundabouts quickly because reasons. Just at key strategic points. I can probably stay as is, and we shouldn't need roundabouts after that. Okay, it's a case of do I want to connect the deal, or do I want them to go around? To be honest, if I did it right and paid half attention. I would do it like that. So if they did want to feed up, they can. It's also just a case of running the buses. Okay, so we've got that in mind. Let's zone up, and then we'll come back to... You know what? Let's Let's go North American here, shall we? Okay, so we can't technically build in there because of the power lines, but I can. Just to stop that from happening. I don't mind that. It can continue down. We'll keep away from the sewage plant. Go for some row houses here. There's a bit too high a density for what I'm looking for. And then we'll drop some commercial in so they've got somewhere to shop in that. And then we'll backfill that as we need to. So this time we actually need services. Which, if I do the district first, it will actually make that a little bit easier. Just do a narrow. What I'm going to do is run this behind. And I'll show you why in a minute. Because what we're going to do is we're actually going to step up our services. So we'll drop in an elementary school. The high school should be fine. Oh. Haha. Didn't realise that. So we'll just do the school for now. The college. College should still be reached, especially because I will run a bus up there, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay. I will. Oh, deaf care. Ha ha ha. Forgot about that. Oops. So we will run in that. Police. I suppose we should. Oh, okay. Ouch. Okay, it looks like we're running the police there. And I will do a fire department. Okay, so that covers the basic services. Okay, oh yeah, they've got the old shelters now, which we're not doing. Oh, okay, we've got some other things I've just clicked. City Hall. Central Bank. Okay. So we've got other things to look at that I've completely well forgotten about. Don't need to worry about recycling and that. Water should be fine. Okay. So let's get the district set back up again. Oh, it's all in the same district. Okay, well then, if that is set to... worry, then I can take... this one back off. I should have probably have terraformed all this, but I am not. Actually, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna. I'm gonna get comments on it. So. Oh, okay, so this is going to be fun. Oops, this is when I shouldn't be tottering around with these. Hold on. This is when I start playing with terrain tools when I shouldn't be. Whoops, let that be a lesson. Oh, it's not going to be too bad. They'll sort themselves out. Very fair, just gives a little bit of spice of life. That works fine. Just build on a cliff, as they say. Okay, so that's in, that's in, that's in. Let's just reset that. Okay, so we're pretty much, we'll just get the parks in quickly. We'll drop in a large park in this instance, and a large playground. Everyone loves to play tennis, I think. Outdoor gym for those who are inclined to do outdoor gym. And then we'll just get some small parks scattered around the place. Alright, it's got a large one there. And probably drop one there. Don't need a community pool yet. And then we'll just path this up. And we'll technically path that up too. Okay, so we're ready to go there. What I want to do is... Actually, before I even get that far... The communications is all fine. Drop in a couple of those. Now, let's get in some bus stops. So I'll just do the one, and then we're gonna... So the bus is gonna end up doing a loop. Now I'm just trying to work out how we're going to feed them back. I do want to capture these guys. So they'll come down here. Oh yeah, no, that does work, and yeah, you do start getting double ups. But this, I usually when the city gets to a set size, I start resetting it anyway. Okay, she's anticipating a bus line down here. Which is probably not going to happen at the moment. That's... Oh, because that's anticipating industry. I think I've got the bus stops all set up here, ready to go, actually. Yeah, I do. Okay, that can work. As I said, these get all reset later. Okay, let's get the bus route set up. Again, as I said, these usually get redone when the city gets to a large size, so you should be redoing your network periodically. Oh, I see how this is going to work. Yeah, this is going to probably be a more convoluted bus line, but this is just a gap filler at the moment. Oh, what's happened there? Ah, I see. I have not completed it yet. Okay, because as you can tell, I haven't completed City Centre either, and we're likely to pick up tram lines, which will come along sooner rather than later. I'm actually going to need to add a few more. Bus stops, because we're actually... Nope, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Okay. Okay. Alright, that should keep them occupied for now. Now, I have forgotten a few things. Such as, deaf care. Whoops. Okay, let's get the roads set up for this first, shall we? Oh, trust me to forget essential city services. You know, there'll be a 4-lane road. Is that a 6er? Yeah, definitely a 4. Oh, excuse me. Run this down. I believe that is a 6-laner. Okay, yeah, I know what's there. And then we'll run a 2-laner, which I can always upgrade to 3 later. Right now we just put in roundabouts to fix them up, and let's look at getting in our death care, because it's been a real case of, oh, that's why things have been going. Oh, and I forgot these were absolutely giant. Okay, so we can do a temple, apparently. Oh, I might as well make it a site. And I think you can put in unlimited amounts. Okay, well, so be it. Better put in the crematorium, I suppose. It's a case of where shall I shove it? Might put it here. So that is one crematorium. Incinerator. Hearse garage. Okay, so that's the hearse. Yay. Can't believe I forgot. Ugh, dozy. No. No. Welfare office. Okay, so we need a welfare office. Probably a good idea to put this in the city centre somewhere. Should also probably be a good idea to keep it close to the residential. One welfare office. City Hall, don't need that yet. Central Bank, don't need that yet. Probably need to expand into another one over here somewhere at a later date, depending on how well this expands. We're not doing that yet. And let's just see what the welfare office has for us. No upgrades. Alright, let's get going. That's probably why things had slowed down a bit. Oops. Whoops. Okay. So they're all going for it. Hopefully that meets the demand for the nearby industrial area, which we can expand soon as well. We need to drop another high school where we can, because the next industry I'm looking at setting up is, ironically, forestry. But I'm going to need to also get on top of the railway as well. But I should focus on one thing at a time. At the moment, we've got to get this all set up. And I think it's going to go there. So let's go and get some more land. Which is also going to ironically branch into our city centre. Okay, let's get somewhere where we can establish this terminal for the cargo. Because we've got one for passenger. Although that's good, it's dealing with both at the moment. I suppose what I keep forgetting, and it's a bit of a cardinal sin, is because I don't like them. Put in some parking lots where necessary. And yes, I do make you pay for parking. Worry has that all on, so that's fine. It probably will turn into a wealthy area right next to the industry. So also that's it, there is a nuker next door. Oh, okay, whoops. Depot needs expanding. Except I don't think I can. Nope, we can't expand the depot. We're actually out, so... Whoops, this is me mashing all the buttons again. Haha. I should actually give it an area where there's going to be a lot of room to do this. I need to find out where that noise is coming from. It looks like we've still got Problems with noise and that, which we're going to need to get on top of. But as I'm still learning the decorative side of it, I suppose it's always going to be a bit of a pressing issue. Where did I stick that gym? Okay, so where they all go. We're still struggling to get medium up. I might as well. Well, there go the buses, so they're happy. And I might as well, for the sake of it, okay, so that's fine for now. And you can see I've just put it in the area where all the trucks are going to run down to the port. You would be correct in one way, but in other ways, no. As the industry expands this way, another port is likely to come out here. So this area, this is likely to disappear as industry as we move over, because what happens is I look for the resources. The resources are all out this way. They're actually all on the other side. So this area would actually gentrify off. And I would actually drop the port somewhere probably closer to the edge. Or, if I'm inclined, if I really wanted to, you can build a new port facility out here, which means we would need to do a lot of softening. We would have to, the road would actually run through here and actually come down the other side, so it'd actually run through. It would actually run through here. So I might as well demolish this road. And we would actually be running it through here. And that doesn't change the track. The tracks just move around. So if I did it right, what I would do, just for giggles value, is just to mark out in the future where the port is going to go. I just needed the port to get going. It is likely to move as they do IRL in real cities. Woohoo! So that's for later. And look at that. And, oh god, the residential demand is going to continue to increase. And we still can't get medium over the line. So what I might do, just to do so, let's go to taxation. Okay, not going to matter. I can't set it to density. Well, that's a bit of a unfortunate. It's continuing to suffer from record demand. Ugh, that's what I didn't want. Oh, it's going to let me grid that out. Nope, so I'm not going to even bother. Now, what I need to be careful of... No pollution. No ground pollution. Little bit of noise. Don't think residential causes it. No, it doesn't. So that's fine. Fine. Where is the park depot? There. No. That's the medical clinic. Taxi depot. Park depot. Just shoving another one. Love these upgrades. Okay, we've still got unprecedented low density demand. Wrong one. Which is like, bloomin' heck. Okay. Wow, okay. More low density it is. Well, that's going to be somewhat annoying because I did want to sink into the high density stuff over here, but we're just nowhere near ready. Alright. Let's just... We're going to quickly do some industry quickly because, yeah, reasons. Let's just check out where the... It's all up there. Okay. Although, one of them doesn't need it, so that's perfectly fine. Alright, we'll just... Fine. Just industry. Set up anywhere, so that's perfectly fine. We were short of... Okay, so we'll set these both up as cotton because last time I checked the economy meter, it was... in rather short supply. And then what we will do is establish this as... establish that as third, memory slip, livestock. Okay, so that just gives us more of that. I can demolish those. Oh, no, I'll just keep it there. And we've got a spare road there for in here. Oh, perfect for more low density. Getting a bit close to the airport, though, so I'm likely to probably get it up to medium sooner rather than later. Okay, forestry is coming to mind. I'm just going to watch out where, because I want to set that up too. So what we've got a problem at the moment, we've still very high low density demand in that. We've got yeah, with load, it means I can't really do the medium stuff I'm wanting to do until we get this low, probably because we're also still below 5,000, so I am probably shooting the gun a bit. Alright, let's continue on then. And we'll just put that in there we'll just quickly roundabout that off. Oh, that was not straight. Eee. Try that again. Oops. Okay. Some small roundabouts will do. But I think we've also got another case of power lines coming through. So, given there's no industry on that side, we can technically sink residential in this area because the industry's on the other side of the motorway. Yeah, sure, it's next to the Nuka. I get it, but I think this is just going to be the best option we've got for the moment. That's going to get connected up shortly as I do the forestry, so no problems there. What I've just got to check for is noise elements. Okay, because I don't think noise is particularly a problem. Okay, it's starting to push it a bit, but we keep it away from there. Okay, so no, it's not a particular problem. I'll deal with the motorway in just a minute. Noise shouldn't be too much of a problem next to those. Let's just lug it. Okay, that's just... I think I extended it that far out anyways, as a case of whoop-de-doo. Won't bother with transport that far out. We will put in the community swimming pool this time, and I'll put it there. And that technically should be enough. Oh, maybe a couple of dog parks. Don't forget your dog parks. Don't need every dog owner bang for blood. Hopefully that gets it online. Meanwhile, I really need to work on that cargo so I can get the rest of the industry set up. Mm-hmm. Ah, here comes the commercial now. That will catch up very quickly. Let's see where we're at with commercial. Is that office I've sunk in here? What have I sunk in here? Oh, well. Oh, that's commercial. Let's just move things along a bit. Yeah, it's still... Oh shoot, I've built under the power lines. Damn. That was not the idea. Let's get these out of here. Okay. Strategy time. What's the Glades concert? This area. Not quite ready for a gated community yet. Alright. Whoops, missed. What are we overlapping with back here? We're overlapping with something here. What? Or do I need to move the elementary school down a bit? Could have been. And possibly. Yeah. Go away. Numbies. Okay, it's just... I'm gonna have to... It's actually gonna let me to grid this off this time, or are you gonna be a pain? No, so I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way again. I hate when it does that, so... Have we got it assigned to a district yet? No, we do not have a district assigned yet. That's fine. That is a lot of residential demand in the that we're trying to get on top of here. That's just like if we can get some more mixed juice in, that would be probably good about now. Where is the fire department? Oh, way over there. Yeah, that might be a clue for another one. And probably not a welfare office. And then again, as always, more parks. Yeah, why not? Put on one of those just to keep them occupied. And don't forget your outdoor gym. Okay, let's just connect the paths up to those. And then I'm going to have to seriously look at the public transport again. Okay, let's take a look at where everything is. Let's just have it running. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo all the bus lines soon. Are we going industry-wise? Oh, we're actually just about out of room industry-wise. Lack of labour. Till we get it up, it's going to be a pain. Oh, we're still short to get it to medium. Strategy time, folks. What are we going to do? What I am going to do in the meantime is... Oh, that's going to cause congestion everywhere. I wonder what the tram lines look like. Ha! Can't even do that yet because it's like, oh, that was a bit of a... don't need to take it to 6 lanes. Is it actually going to let me to take it to 6 lanes? No, what? No, because of the way the roads were. This is where the upgrade tool is going to probably have some major failings. See how it's off center? So we're going to be reliant on... that doesn't connect to a motorway anyway. No, so far we're okay, but... this unprecedented... low density demand's getting a bit silly. Ooh, okay. Time to start doing inspections. What's going on? Not too hot, Dr. Cole. Okay, well at least they're not whinging about healthcare anymore. Yeah, no, it's because of... yeah, visitors can go and park right there, thank you very much. And we're out of industry space. Commercials is getting absorbed in the mixed use zones and that I've applied all down. I bet they're still complaining about lack. Nope, we're slowly filling it in. Okay, we've got air pollution problems coming up and so on. Okay. So now we can start getting to have fun times. Ooh, straight... okay. They're complaining about the fire department. Where is the fire department? It's there. Okay. Just like that. Problem solved. How many engines are out at the moment? This is said, not many would be out at the moment. Okay, we're still complaining about workers everywhere. Holy shoot, that demand is absolutely through the roof. Okay. And we're still not getting rid... What I might do is... Hopefully it's going to trigger a bit more demand in the other areas, or we're going to be in real trouble real quick. Let's keep going. Things to do, things to see. What do I have to put on the post services? Oh dear. Let's just get in the city parks quickly. Parks, because I always love my parks. Again, the pathing. Okay. Don't need to do that. And because what I'll do is I'll drop on a sports park. Get back into business, more low. And for that we need, nope, not that one. Maybe not. Okay, now commercial's starting to go up. We're now starting to get commercial demand. Here we go. Commercial's going to be sustained, we might be able to get the city centre out of the way. This is what we've been looking for, and it's actually taken a little bit longer than I expected. So, we're going to look at getting high density commercial underway in the city centre. But first, and I can't keep forgetting, the rail. Okay, we're still doing that, are we? So what I need to do quickly is oh, okay. Sorry, let's go in here. Ah, so there's a valley right across here. That's good to know. So that river's cutting right through. Let's get this sunk. Ah, wrong one. So we need to get the cargo. Let's do this real fast. Ooh, that's... not the flashiest. And all the rail folk out there are going to be going, what? In fact, let me just tidy this up. It's a bit too steep, so I need to... tidy this up a bit. Let's see if we... technically allowed. Right, let's bring this... oops. Ooh, okay, it's going to be a bit steep. Yeah, it's the cargo train's connected up. Okay, finally. Commercial's now gonna... I need to... we're going to probably find a big surge of demand for commercial very quickly. Okay, so we finally got the cargo connected up, so that's for later on. Oh yeah, we've filled all the demand, so it's... have we? Nearly. I'm hoping... I'm going to actually fill these with dents now. I'll see what they're complaining about in a minute. Not enough customers. No, because we don't have the thing yet. Okay, so we've got the zoning in. In fact, if anything... We'll drop in another large fire station. Whoops. Maybe not. Oh. Okay, so we're basically getting ready for the first city centre. Do the public transport later. Oh, fuck, we're a long way off them. College is going well, though. Okay, so back to where we were. High school. We will need it. No, that's the college, not the high school. Keep forgetting. We'll drop another high school in. Just get that. We're basically getting ready because it's going to come up very quickly. And I will... Oh, is that because I've got the power lines coming down? Probably. So we're basically pretty much preparing. That's going to stop soon. That will substation will stop there, and they'll come across. But it's not today's issue for today. Okay, parks. I actually don't need that because we do need things like basketball courts because we're now building the city set. I'm hoping it takes hold. and gets going. That's the idea. But we'll soon see soon enough whether it's going to, or that was just a complete waste of my time and back to low we go. Whoops, forgot the doggy parks again. Keep forgetting those. Okay, let's get the paths in. Just connecting those up just to make sure they're all not going to be needed there. We'll need to put in a parking lot somewhere. I have not forgotten. How full's that one? Nowhere near, so we don't technically need to worry about parking lots yet. Which means that just leaves us with... Do that in a minute, so I need comms first. Don't forget your post boxes. Now, am I able to upgrade the roads? That would be another bloody good start. I technically don't want parking on them either. So we're just basically seeing these. Oops. There is going to be parking buildings, so people don't need to have a stress. I will make sure there's things like parking buildings. So okay, we'll let that rip. Oh, tram lines. That's going to be a bit of a push up the proverbial. Let's give it a... Okay, keep working on these. I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing. Okay. Oh, shoot. Were those intercity connections? Ah. You know what? I am actually gonna... Oh shit, the airport's actually on. Whoops. I didn't realize I had actually turned it back on. And that's because there's no air routes set up yet. Oh, flip a duck. No wonder what... Ha ha ha. Oh, what a ripski. Oh, that's just... Ouch. Oh, that was particularly bad. Because this is all set up to go too, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, we're doing lots of things at once at the moment because I've absolutely pickled everything. Okay, we need to purchase again. Just so we can go one back. Oh, okay, that's good to note. Oh, okay. That's very good to note. Where are we? Okay. Where is it? Okay, let's just connect the road up. And please tell me it's there. Okay. No point doing that yet. We're not ready to go that far out. This is going to ultimately link to the city centre, but it needs to do a hell of a tight curve. What we do need to do is link up a shuttle bus. Okay, let's get that going. Oh shit, they were actually going to build. Oh, well, okay. I wasn't... Okay, we're getting car accidents. So that means be chasing those up. Oh, that demand has really kicked off. Oh. And we've got our planes operating. Ah, shoot. This demand is absolutely off its tree. And that's approaching the city centre too, so I've got to... This is... Ooh. We're just getting absolutely chewing up in demand. Because we can't get the high density stuff off the ground yet, which is like... Oh well, I'll tell you what. Let's get going with it then, we've just got no choice but to do it. Okay, what I need to make sure is these are just sitting. Okay, no, because that's... I just can't believe it. The demand is just completely out of kilter at the moment, and that I'm beginning to be suspicious it could be a bug. Because it's really out of kilter for low density to continue like that. And that's why I'm like going, what the hell is going on here? Doesn't really need much there. I'll just check other things that I could do. Not at the moment. Okay. Oh, okay. They get a bit prickly about... Oops, where am I going? Right, so let's see where this goes, and then we'll get ready to wind up here. But oh, it's slowly coming on stream. You can just start to see it now. I don't need to bring the geothermal online yet. Because we don't have power backup. Basically, we're just needing to get the... Still got a lot of unprecedented. Just, Okay, subway station. So one's going to be going out to the city centre. So that one will. How big are these? Should. Okay. How big is a... Start getting ready to drop these. Okay, so let's take a summary of... We've got the airport going. The cargo lines are slowly making their way up. Let me just actually fix that up. Let's get this connected up quickly. I don't know if it's going to carry it down. Yeah, it does. Never mind. Okay, so let's take a stock cap. Earlier, right at the beginning, we showed the methodology I use on how I get things built. What the traffic hierarchy is, the roading hierarchy, and also how the urban geography is laid out. We also started continuing to expand our area, so we've still got a lot of low density going on because we've still got very high precedented demand. But slowly but surely the high density is slowly coming in, but we're going to probably start needing to expand our industry as a result. So what we need to do next time is we just need to just knuckle down, get some solid expansion done, probably look at getting the forestry done, and just keep working our way from north to west east. But in the meantime, you can see we've also got the aircraft flying. We've got railways starting to get going. And the city is slowly taking shape. Next thing that's going to come up is, no doubt, yeah, we need to start getting a lot more just basically focus on getting everything going, because we're basically coming into full flight of expansion, and the city is just effectively going to start taking off from there. In the meantime, we will catch everyone later on. In the meantime, while I go and slap down this huge university somewhere. It's not going to do it because of the power lines. But in the meantime, play it safe, everyone.